Father taught me to love this country and to be a good citizen. I took that to heart. And 50 years ago tomorrow, I took an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States when I joined the Army and I volunteered to go to Vietnam. It would be the first of 5 times I would take that oath, including more stints in the military and law enforcement. In each case, I strongly felt it was the right thing to do. To this day, I try to be a good citizen, but it's increasingly obvious that like-minded people are in the minority in this country, and that would be a dramatic understatement. Progressivism isn't new. It began in 1890 in response to the economic and social problems rapid industrialization introduced to America. Progressivism began as a social movement and grew into a political movement. Increasingly over the decades, progressivism became anti-American to the point progressives began blaming America, and particularly white Americans, for all the world's problems. The zenith of that corrupt point of view was progressives suggesting the United States deserved the September 11th terrorist attack. I believe the most significant perpetrator of the problems we see in America today can be laid at the feet of President Lyndon Johnson's Great Society and its goal to eliminate poverty and racial injustice. No right-minded person would disagree with the intent, but as they say, the devil is in the details. Once you give people free stuff, they begin to see it as their right, and it goes downhill quickly. Today we have a vast entitlement class that's intentionally trying to disintegrate the very fabric of American culture. Feel good is the god of progressivism. Individual rights, its battle cry. But individual rights insofar as they support the progressive movement and middle-class Americans of any color or creed clearly do not fit that description. Progressivism has changed the meaning of words, outlined what we're allowed to say, and even think, to the point saying one single wrong word can ruin a career. It has made us dependent upon federal money to sustain virtually every aspect of our lives, and has directly attacked and taken over highly personal issues such as marriage, sexuality, religion, and now the most intimate of them all, privacy. It's pretty tough to shock me, but I admit I was truly taken aback with a news feed I received earlier this week from the Charlotte Observer. An editorial in a major print publication for a U.S. city said, and I quote, "Girls must overcome discomfort at seeing male genitals in locker rooms," unquote. It went on to counsel young girls to get over the discomfort they feel at the sight of male genitalia when transgendered facilities are allowed in North Carolina. The editorial went on to say, this is what the Obama administration is nudging the rest of the country toward. Nudging? What alternative universe does this sociopath live in? This is dropping a sociological thermonuclear device on the American family. Today, one's gender is irrelevant, even oppressive. All that matters is what one feels like. I was astounded that the Chicago public school system has implemented a policy in which merely feeling like you should be a female is reason enough for boys to use the girls' restrooms and shower in their locker rooms. Yet that pales in comparison to the announcement that it also applies to field trips. A 40-year-old male teacher who feels as if he should really be a female can share a hotel room on a field trip with his 14-year-old female student. What could possibly go wrong with that? 5 times I've taken the oath to defend the Constitution of the United States, the blueprint for the American way of life I grew up in. But I'll be damned if I can figure out exactly how to do it today. Pogo was way ahead of his time when he said, "We have met the enemy, and he is us." And that, Gretchen, is my rant for the week.
Yep.